Welcome to Wrestling in Mom's Basement. This is going to be the Monday Night War review shows for Nitro, December 25th, 1995, and Raw and Nitro for January 1st, 1996. I, of course, am Patrick Young. This guy to my right is Joe Venuto.
Monday Nitro on Christmas night comes from episode 17 from the Civic Center in Augusta, Georgia. This is a tape show. It's an understandable time to have a tape on. The commentary team, including Pepper, were all decked out in Christmas gear.
Ugly sweaters included.
Key phrase old Lex Luger with Jimmy Hart versus Sky Riggs. So yes, he won the same taping. We had to see now Lex Luger 1995 match.
Versus a member of American Males.
Right. I guess Marcus Spiegel couldn't accompany Sky Riggs in their epic match last week. His epic match with Luger the week prior. Riggs got on upper hand, so Luger stole the bunch on the outside. Bishop plugged Starcade, which is on a Wednesday. So that was strange to me.
Yeah.
Riggs is the...
Well, that Starcade is very strange anyway.
Yes, I just don't know. Riggs was actually doing a better job than Bagwell here. I guess Luger, so I'll say that. Riggs got to him across body by down his suplex block. Luger hit him on the apron, nails a clothesline. And then Luger hit some of his stuff and won the torch rack in 623.
Yeah, it was kind of odd seeing Scotty Riggs put up a fight against Lex Luger.
Yeah.
Kind of maybe a little too long, but in the end of the match, they really didn't focus on his offense whatsoever. It was pretty much Luger either blocking his offense or the torture rack.
Yeah.
So they really didn't think much of Scotty Riggs. It was probably just a long match to waste time on a holiday show.
Yeah. I just saw I think it's the first time in a while someone's got offense on Luger. That wasn't my show, but
yeah.
It still don't last too long. Mean Gene interviews Sting, who's getting tired of seeing more questions about Lex Luger. At least somebody is. I love Mean Gene, but I'm kind of getting sick of the Mean Gene segments at this point with these four.
Yeah, they have like 2 or 3 an episode.
Yeah.
For an hour.
Yeah, an hour. He chooses to discuss Ric Flair and the NJPW WCW battle at Starcade. And then dumbass Gene asks this Sting again about Luger, and then Sting just got in his face. Up next, Big Bubba versus Sting. Sting went backstage after his promo. On to come right back out for his match.
Yep.
Immediately, so that was classic WCW. Big Bubba hit him a damn nice girl early on in the match.
Yeah.
Showing that he saw some agility. After to try to promote the NJPW WCW series, Bobby Keane started talking about Hideo Nomo.
The Dodgers pitcher in the 1990s.
So,
the Dodgers starting pitcher in the 1990s. For some reason, I remember my brother having his baseball card, so that's why I know it.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I was hoping for Dale, but at least someone had an explanation.
Yes. It's still racist, but whatever.
Yeah. Bubba works...
Japan. Let's talk about a Japanese guy everybody would know at the time.
Not everybody. Bubba works the rest hold until Sting starts to come back. He goes on top, but Bubba poked him in the eye. He tries Slim Sting with the top, but Sting counts into the inside cradle for 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, not an exciting match whatsoever.
Yeah, it felt pretty directionless. I'm not sure why they went with the out of nowhere finish though for Sting on Bubba.
Yeah.
Bubba's big guy, but he was going nowhere. He wasn't going nowhere right now, and Sting's been the focal point of the show. More from Eugene, who is again interviewing Lex Luger and Jimmy Hart. He puts her in a triangle match and says the same thing you said last week. Those poor fans had to hear that promo twice. Then Jimmy Hart basically repeats Luger. Sergeant Craig Pittman shows up to ask Jimmy to manage him. Jimmy declines because he doesn't like Pittman's physique. No offense, Jimmy, he managed Kevin Sullivan.
This would be... Sergeant Craig Pittman would be a meme in 2018.
Right.
Just coming out asking for anybody to manage him.
Yeah, up next, Demo Lincoln versus JL. Instead of 17 Luger and Sting interview segments, can we get one that's when we're doing Mr. Go?
I know.
Why did JL lose his Mr. status?
Did he lose it like in a Mr. in a Mr. Leaves Town match?
Yeah, I know.
Kind of like Ahmed Johnson in WCW Big T versus Booker T.
Where you go?
Yeah. Who owns the T?
Who owns the Mr.? These two work at quick pace, and it was clear that they were going to get a lot of time, though, by the way they were working. There was some back and forth before Malenko blocked Monkey Foot. Malenko then does an alley-oop bomb that drops JL's throw on top rope. They go up top where Malenko has a second rope gore buster, which Tony Schiavone called a sidebreaker. Dino wins with a toe hold variation move.
Yeah, pretty exciting, quick-paced match.
343.
Yeah, very, very quick match. But I think they managed to do a lot with the time they were given.
Yeah, it was almost my match of the night.
Yeah.
I would rather see that get like 7 more minutes.
Yeah.
Than one, or actually, I'd rather see that get even 6 or 5 minutes total. So like another 2 or 3 minutes than what the previous match did. It was fine for the time given, but that really got anywhere good for them. Since we had to get Mean Gene as much screen time as possible, he's out to interview Flair right before. Flair's no come match. Jimmy Hart interrupts to apologize for Chris Owens' words last week. Hart then wants to come before a ring for the main event since he owes him one and Flair agrees. WCW World Heavyweight Championship, Randy Savage versus Ric Flair, Jimmy Hart. I was surprised to see this main event here because it's not like they were in a deep war yet.
Yeah.
And there wasn't no real all to compete with anyway. So they go for some basic stuff until the first few minutes until Hart gets to some cheap shots outside during the commercial break comes. Return, Flair's running down using reversal levers at return. Flair's the man of being doing all the heel tropes. Savage takes a beating. Second commercial break comes and goes. Flair's laying in chops. And then the Heat segment was just going 1-on-1 at this point for them. Savage survives Flair stops on for 4, and then using reversal levers, Savage starts to come back. I do like Savage's comeback in comparison to like Hogan's. Savage looks like a desperate man, where Hogan just destroys people.
Yeah.
As he got there, when Luger came out to attack him, and caused a DQ.
Yeah, it was my match of the night. It took a while to get going, but I thought when it did finally start, get past their the heat stage of the match.
Yeah.
I actually thought they did very well together.
Yeah. I think it's a disappointing match from who's in it. Well, you're going to get it 15 minutes, but the first half was kind of long.
Yeah.
But it was my match of the night, too. I understood what they were going for, though. And the work they did was fine, just not always interesting at times. It obviously not their best effort. Luger attacks Savage until Sting shows up, and as Sting and Savage clean house before coming face to face, because in the only way Nitro can is with some tensions. They're baby faces.
Of course.
What was your, for this Nitro, it doesn't go against the old grade later on or Nitro, but for this Nitro, I guess I'll give it the same as I gave last week's 4.
Yeah, that's probably right on.
Yeah, it was about on par. The first 2 matches bothered me. They weren't good. Feature same guys you always see. And the last 2 matches aren't great, but better than the first 2, so there.
Yeah, it was your typical episode of Nitro so far.
Yeah, I'm just tired of seeing formula. The same guys, same EG interviews, same endings.
Oh, yeah.
So what would you say was the best Nitro match so far? Yes, this isn't part of anything. It's just I figured.
Yeah, it's you wasting time, and we know.
Yeah.
Probably go with maybe because just jumps straight to mind. Pillman versus Liger on the first episodes.
Okay, I'll go with the Ric Flair Sting match from when the fans had to vote.
That's right. Yeah.
Either that or Benoit A, I think a couple weeks before that. Where they got like 10 minutes. Yeah, that was a good one too. And what was your favorite Roll match of 95? Well, of this. of this part of 95, I should say. Because this rolls on all year. For me, the last 4 months, Shawn Michaels and Owen Hart.
Yeah, I was ready to say that too.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, this part of 95 has been...
My favorite Roll match altogether, though, up until this point, if we're talking about all the years of Roll, would probably be Bret Hart versus the 1-2-3 Kid.
Yeah.
That's probably in 94 or something like that. That was probably my favorite match altogether so far in Roll history.
I probably would have to agree with that, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, these doozies. No, let me be nice. One show's better than the other. But these doozies. Well, the first, or this doozy, to be more clear. New Year's Day roll for the Bob Carpenter Show in Newark, Delaware. I swear this roll, when I was watching some of the rolls before or when the network first came out, wasn't on the network. I promise you that, because this is the first time I remember seeing the show.
Okay.
But it's the Roll Bowl. There's a band, cheerleaders, and trophies to win the Roll Bowl match.
In particular, a Lombardi trophy.
This seemed to be Vince's answer to the bowl games that happened on New Year's Day. The NCAA bowl games, I think.
Yes.
Vince and Laura on commentary, as always, and Laura is sporting a Browns jersey because he likes losers. Philly fans have no right to talk.
Yeah. Just because we won one Super Bowl doesn't mean we're a good team.
Alright, Roll Bowl. 1, 2, 3, Psycho Sid with Ted DiBiase versus Emma Hart.
Well, and also to add to Lawler in a Browns jersey.
Yeah,
it was actually the year the Browns left Cleveland and moved to Baltimore. So I guess he was trying to get heat in Delaware because...
Close enough for Baltimore.
Yeah, why not? It's in the market. Although they probably are Eagles fans or Redskins fans.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, Psycho Sid with Ted DiBiase versus El Yokozuna with Jim Cornette and Mr. Fuji versus the Intercontinental Champion Razor Ramon, Simon Vega versus the Tag Team Champions, the Smoke Guns. There's so much to poke fun at here. First of all, everyone's in practice jerseys. Yokozuna is wearing number 641, I believe that it was.
Yep.
To poke fun at his weight, haha. I think.
The referee was wearing a hat. And had a yellow flag.
Simon Vega's hat Uno on his. And Kid hat 1, 2, 3. Oh, you don't want to watch Simon hat Uno?
Yeah, I got it.
During his entrance, Razor gets a melon gift from Gold, says Usher, but beats him up and runs him off. Gold watches the match on the entrance. Each team gets one timeout. And it's being done under elimination rules. The ring is green to look like a field. And Earl Hebner wasn't just wearing a hat. He was actually dressed like a referee for the NFL. So. Sishika Tag and one of the Smoking Guns end up against each other early. They do 1 or 2 moves for Tag again, Owen and Yokozuna. They hype up, but Owen just takes a shoulder block and tags Savio. The match is a complete overbooked match, but there's actually some good action in this match. Let me clarify, it's not a bad match. Again, there was a lot of quick tags out the Sorrow. Sid comes in and Bart Wise and backs away. When they wrestle, Bart is able to surprise to slap him. Vince plugs the Huckster and the Nacho Man. Oh goodness.
So, this is the first time they're showing that, right?
Yes. On commercial break comes and Savio's taking a beating, including Izaguri. Vince is just bringing football references, by the way.
Yeah, the football references and puns were just flying.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
Vince is having way too good of a time.
Actually, just about the whole night they were doing that.
Yeah. Savio gets a hot tag to Razor, who calls for Razor's Section 1, 2, 3 Kid, only for Kid to call a timeout. Pissed off Razor does it anyway, Hebner throws a flag. DiBiase distracts him as Sid attacks Razor and Kid pins him to eliminate him at 9:43. Savio did call for a timeout, but it was missed. With them out, Bart takes the heat and a hot tag comes to Billy. He hits everything in sight, including Jim Cornette. Yokozuna makes the mistake of bonsai drop it. Owen allow Billy to eliminate him at 14 and get 2. Again, Yokozuna seemed to be calling a timeout too. That was also missed by the official.
Because, the NFL officials miss everything.
I was just going to say, was this supposed to be a parody of that?
Probably, yeah.
I mean...
Knowing Vince, because he did point it out.
He did it.
And he loves making fun of the NFL, so...
Yeah, because if it's not the NFL, it's the UFC reference on our show. So... Somebody's always getting promoted, that's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Then, Sid beats the hell out of the Guns while Laura works with the Roll Bowl girl on ringside. Razor comes in and kisses Nevada. She knocks Colt the top allowing the Guns and Sid with a crossbody and secure the victory. in 1831.
Yeah, there is good action in there in places, but the thing is just Vince throwing up on the opening segment of Raw.
Yeah,
Just overbooking, an incredible amount of football references.
Yeah.
I don't think I hear enough football references. I don't hear that much football references during a football game.
Yeah,
And that was only like what, 10, 15 minutes?
18 minutes and 30
minutes.
Yeah,
Incredible. It's just kind of just pissed me off as a wrestling fan.
yeah. There was really ridiculous stuff here, and the football references were way over the top. It was at least somewhat entertaining. Now we get a halftime report.
Although, I kind of felt like something you would see off of an episode of Glow. No, the actual Glow, not the Netflix series.
Or the AWA Tag Force.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that, it's on the WWE Network.
Yeah.
That is blindingly ridiculous.
Yeah.
Maybe Raw wasn't so bad after watching that.
No. Halftime report. Doc Hendricks is running it and does this as a 2-minute drill instead of the overly long NFL halftime shows. He plugs Diesel versus Mabel tonight. He then said Royal Rumble, which already has a Rumble itself, Jarrett versus Ahmed, and Britt versus Undertaker all set so far. To fill time, they showed the Arkansas Hog Pen match from wrestlers in your house between Hunter Sullivan and Henry Godwin in his entirety.
By the way, I completely fast forwarded over that.
Up next, Diesel versus King Mabel with Sir Mo. Mabel was still getting King treatment as he is carried out. Diesel attacks from behind, hits a big boot, and defeats Mabel.
Why?
Well, it's better than their SummerSlam match.
Yeah, that is true. It is better than that match, but why?
So this is the official end of Mabel's push, I guess.
Why?
Why, you want Mabel to win?
No. Why have the match?
Diesel also hits a jackknife on Mo, for good measure. Jerry Lawler tries to get a word with Diesel, who said just hates the Royal Bowl girl and leaves with her. Backstage, the Brooklyn Brawl brings a Lombardi trophy out for the Stone Guns for winning the Royal Bowl. It's a cheap trophy with his face on it.
Get it?
Steve Lombardi. They beat him up and run him off. The big news is here. The first 11 names for Royal Rumble have been announced. Diesel, Owen Hart, Bruce Bulldog, Dory Funk Jr., why? Sally Vega, Bateman Bigelow, Barry Horowitz, King Mabel, Yokozuna, the returning Tataka, goddamn it,
Native American Tataka.
and the debut of the man they call Vader. I love Vader, so I'm all for that. It includes a video package of Vader working out. Razzler
Easily the best thing on the episode is announcing Vader for the Royal Rumble.
And then the Wrestling War Room. This is the WWF horribly powered segments of Ted Turner, Macho Man, Hulk Hogan. And Vince Russo appears as one of the executives.
Yep.
The gist of this is that Savage and Hogan are old, can't do the moves.
Which, funny enough, he will eventually have a WCW job.
Right.
In like another 3 years.
Right.
Or 4 years.
The gist is Savage and Hogan are old and can't do the moves that the new WWF generation can do. Find out the first 3 WWF guys they featured were all end up in WCW when they were showing the clips of their guys.
Yeah. It was 1, 2, 3 Kid, Scott Hall.
And Nash.
And Nash. Or Sean Waltman, Hall, and Nash.
Probably show one with Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, and Undertaker in that video package.
Yeah, that was kind of ironic.
Here's the Starrcade 1995 results. This show also got an awful buy rate, apparently of 0.36 million.
It's kind of an odd Starrcade, where Starrcade's supposed to be your WrestleMania.
And we get...
it's literally a NJPW, WCW World Cup crossover. I'm not saying that it's a good idea at some point during your calendar year for pay-per-views.
At least Shane McMahon did not win.
But really, on the WrestleMania of your... on your calendar?
Sorry if I botched the music. Jushin Thunder Liger defeated Chris Benoit. See, the car's not all bad.
I never said it was bad. I just said it should be on another show during the calendar year.
Koji Kanemoto defeated Alex Wright. Lex Luger defeated Masahiro Chono. Johnny B. Band defeated Masa Saio. Sanjiro Tani defeated Guerrero. Randy Savage defeated Hiroshi Tenzin. Sting defeated Kensuke Sasaki. WCW won the World Cup of Wrestling 4-3. Ric Flair defeated Lex Luger in a Sting in Triangle match. And the main event, WCW World Title Championship, Ric Flair defeated Randy Savage to win his 12th world title. Nitro, episode 18, New Year's Day from the Omni in Atlanta, Georgia. The first Nitro in 96. Starts all
Was it also the first Nitro in
Omni.
Atlanta?
In Atlanta and the Omni. And the only one, I think, in the Omni.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arn Anderson versus Randy Savage to kick things off. So Roll Star with lost football talk, and WCW is going away Arn versus Savage. I don't know which was worse, but I guess giving this away is better than football talk.
Yeah.
And I heard Savage charges the ring and gets pounded on, and makes sense as Arn calls Savage to tell Starcade. They brawl outside one stack. Savage just a big double axe on for two. Now it's Anderson, so he gets some of his great limb work. He delivers a single on DT to Savage's bait arm. Arm removes the elbow tape and continues to work it. He just picks Savage apart for the next few minutes. Arm pulls up the forearm object from Starcade, but Savage gets in a lazy velvet behind the referee's back. He gets the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, the match was okay. I think it was just booked wrong. I think Macho having the reputation of being a wild man.
Yeah.
That I think he probably should have been a lot more aggressive. Where he probably should have beaten the holy hell out of Arn and then Arn run off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
essentially.
As a solo opener here, Arn's work on the arm was top notch. Those Savages selling of something to be desired.
Yeah.
The finish made sense, but it felt rather sudden. So, Brian Pillman and Chris Benoit rushed out the contest to finish, but that doesn't change. Chris Benoit versus Lorcine and Regal with Jeeves. During Regal's entrance, Bischoff shits all over the Royal Bowl, by the way, and announces that the Smoking Guns win it. Benoit starts some vicious headbutts. Commentary pointed out that Hank Aaron was in the front row, which caused Mongo to cream himself.
And it's also WCW trying to point out years later that, hey, we're not racist.
Right. Regal works his great style. None of the commentators knew what to call any Regal submission holds. They trade suplexes in the German and butterfly variety. Dan Regal near full. Benoit looks for a back suplex, but Regal elbows away, so Benoit goes with the electric chair drum instead. Benoit misses Doug headbutt, so Regal capitalizes and tries to tombstone and gets countered. And Benoit has one of his own. Regal rolls outside for a breather, and Benoit flies out after him. Regal avoids him, Benoit goes splat, and he rolls Benoit in and scores the pinfall.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why Benoit actually lost. It was a good fight, though. A lot of hard-hitting, I guess, strong style stuff. Just my only gripe with it would be I'm not sure if Benoit should have lost that match.
Right.
I like Regal, and he is a credible guy, but I think when you're trying to have Benoit and the Horseman and have him part of that angle, that he probably shouldn't be taking clean losses like that off his own mistakes.
It was still my match of the week, though.
Yeah.
It was similar to the previous match, and the Horseman made a mistake that cost themselves the match. It was short, and in terms of action, never missed the beat. And it's Vicious and really go hard on himself. And Mean Gene is in the ring and possibly blames the loss on Benoit boozing.
Okay.
Brian Pillman scolds his fellow horseman for starting 0-2 at the Ric Flair won the World Title Starcade. Benoit defends himself by saying his record as a horseman is great. He calls Regal lucky. So Pillman turns his attention to Arn. Arn says that their job is to keep the title on Rick, but they had to spend too much time playing on Pillman's fires. Kevin Sullivan and the Zodiac walk out looking for a fight. And Jimmy Hart and the Giant hold him back to keep things from blowing over.
Isn't this around the time of I Respect You, Booker Man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Lex Luger and Sting versus the Super Assassins with Colonel Robert Parker. So this feels outdated, even from 1996.
Yeah, it feels like something out of the 1970s. Literally, those costumes look like they're from the 70s.
Yeah, the Super Assassins are actually the Powers of Pain.
Huh.
No, they only lasted a short time, I believe, in WCW. Paul Roman and Hercules.
Huh.
I believe that's who the Powers of Pain were. Hercules.
Yeah.
Right. As actually gets Sergeant Craig Pickman comes up to the commentary booth, and he says Mongo to match him. So, he really is desperate. Mongo declines and reminds Pittman that he's a sergeant and he needs to just go out and kick some damn ass. Meanwhile, the Masked Duo are working over Sting, who's much better suited to take him beating Luger. Commentary continues to play the whole as Luger trustworthy angle. That's seriously been the bulk of Nitro so far. Not this Nitro, Nitro. In general, Luger gets the hot tag, which the crowd responds well to, and he wins it with the Scorpion, with the torture rack, while Sting gets the other assassin, Scorpion Deathlock.
Yeah, well, I'm not really. I didn't really dig the Super Assassins gimmick. It looks straight out of the 1970s, and they had way too much offense on Sting and Luger. And we also had to stop to have Craig Pittman as Mongo, who's never actually had any wrestling experience besides commentary so far, to be his manager.
It was mostly a squash with Luger guy, and the crowd was hot for Luger and Sting, despite the disappointing and never-ending storyline. Mean Gene's back to interview Jimmy Hart and Giant. Jimmy says that he wants to work with the Horsemen to destroy Hulkamania. Giant then yells a ton of the microphone and was hard to understand. WCW World Heavyweight Championship, Ric Flair versus Hulk Hogan. Crowd's hot for this. We get a lot of Hogan overpowering Flair, no selling or everything. He lays into Flair in the corner, but runs into the back elbow. While a lot of fans are hot for Hogan, there was a clear Flair contingent in a few sections. They fight outside Hogan's again to one kick Ace. Inside, Flair starts going into a leg and drops a knee right on it. Bischoff tries to talk about a cheap shot, but calls it a cheap sharp.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Flair blocks in the figure four, but Hogan reverses it. Hogan sells his suplex. Like it was
a surprise turd, what can we say?
Hogan was selling his suplex like he had a seizure. However, he kicks out, Hulk's up, Jimmy Hart shows up and distracts the referee. Arn Anderson sneaks in, hits Hogan with the foreign object from earlier. Hogan pops right back up and takes out Arn. He then picks up the object, which the referee sees and disqualifies him for some stupid reason.
Also, doesn't really help that Hogan actually held the thing up to show the ref.
Right, that's true.
Like, literally, he looked at the ref and was, like, pointing at it. When you're in a match for the WCW World Championship.
Good job, Hogan.
Yeah. Brilliant guy there. Yeah, very, very overbooked mess. I don't know what was contagious about this night, but apparently both creative teams were on drugs.
Yeah, it was paint by numbers for a Hogan match up to that point. They didn't represent their typical stuff with the hot crowd, but nothing special. Four Horsemen will come in afterwards. Hogan kicks their ace and has them lined up with the foreign object. They cover like he has a gun or something. the Giant comes in with a cheer. I think you don't know what this is leading to in 2 months. But Randy Savage gets it from him and stops that from happening. After commercial break, the former Mega Powers issue challenge to Flair Anderson next week. They also tease a secret weapon. And Hogan also, I forget what the quote was, so Hogan also threw in a Toy Story quote for good measure.
Okay.
Raw.
Raw, I'll give 0.5 to. Because that was probably one of the worst Raws I've ever seen in my entire life.
I'll give it a 0.4. Or, yeah, 0.4.
How's the main event segment in the WCW War Room?
Most of the show's devoted to the Royal Bowl match.
And the biggest thing advertised for the next week is Shawn Michaels' retirement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the quick Diesel squash, though, because it signifies enemy squash, so. Realize that.
Yeah, but why did we need to see that?
Because it signifies the enemy squash.
Yeah.
And also, and Diesel.
He could have just gone quietly away.
Diesel's actually great in the center now. Most people don't give him credit for him.
Yeah.
With his character. And then I hate the fact that they showed a match in full from their recent pay-per-view. And then, of course, the Ted Turner stuff sucked. Nitro.
I'll give it a 3.
Yeah, 3.5. It's still the same tire formulaic stuff. Like the Mean Gene stuff, the Sting and Luger. I love that we got to see Benoit Regal match.
Yeah. That was nice. That's why they got the 3.
Stop. That wasn't the 3 stars for that match.
Most of it was. At least 2.
Well, what about the Super Assassins?
Not good.
That'll do it for this episode. Be back on Sunday with the January 8th episodes.
Yep.
So you got Shawn Michaels retiring.
Question mark.
And Hogan Savage's on the floor. Which I think that match happened a few weeks ago, I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
See that.
See you then.